Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the show. How's everybody doing today? Fernando will be joining us shortly. He's out showing someone a car. This was a mad dash to get the show up and going tonight, so thank you for giving us that extra 10 minutes. Hey, it happens sometimes. It's a Saturday. You never know what's going to go on, but we got a real fun show planned for you tonight. We got something new we're going to do. Pretty excited about that. As excited as I get. But anyways, let's see what we got going on here. 32 and clear in East Tennessee. Of course it is. Hey, we're running a little late. Sup, bro? Oh, checking in. What's up, Dave? Mr. Potato Head. This is a funny one, Fang. Definitely is. But yeah, why not? I mean, it's all ones and zeros. I guess it's all weird. But why not? I mean, hey guys, what's up, dude? All right, why is my mouse not working? This could be a fun night for sure. Cincinnati checking in. 25 hertz. What's up, man? Hey y'all. Hey guys, hope all is doing well. It's doing about as good as it can. I mean, set the bar low and you're never disappointed. That was from Spider-Man. Infomercial time. I know. Hey, we got to get people to know what's going on there. Good evening. Hey, Paul. What's happening? What's up? Oh, there now the mouse wants to work. What's up, fellas? Hey. South Carolina checking in. Evening, guys. What's up? Get an RTA and get a free bass knob. No. It comes with the cord, though. Hello from Seattle. Hello, Dean and Fernando. What's going on, man? Cold up here. It's funny, too, because it's been 80 for the last 2 days. I think yesterday was supposed to be 70s, maybe 78. Feels like 80. I'm not complaining. But today, the temperature just went straight down. So that cold front that you all just got finally made its way to Florida. A little late, but, whatever. So it's so weird. I mean, the week started out cold, and we had 2 beautiful days, and now we'll be back to cold. So it's not that bad. I'm not complaining. I know. I wish you'd hurry up. Dean. Oh, that's good. Nice. All right. What's up, El Fernandez? How you doing, buddy? Hello from Hawaii. Oh man, I can't wait. We'll be there in July. We'll be in Maui in July. That we were supposed to go 2 years ago for our 25th wedding anniversary, but hey, at this point it doesn't matter. I have to go because that's when my tickets expire this year. So it's like we're going. I don't really care. But yeah, so Leon should post affiliate links for lead parts for the IRAT. Yeah. I mean, we have, if you go to DNF tool drawer, hang on a second. So I get what you're saying. Oh, hang on. Stop. Jeez. But if you do go to DNF tool drawer and you go to meters and probes, we do have a whole test lead set right here. Sorry, go to the right one too. I'm going to get this right here in a minute. Anyways, we have a whole test lead set right here, all set and ready to go if you're interested in a test lead set. And then, of course, the probe kit down here in the bottom, these colorful ones here. These are the best. Like, if you don't have a set of these, you should pick a set up. And then, of course, we have a polarity pulse track, a left, center, right, where the people talk, and then pink noise. So these are all here on the site. It probably, that's a good idea. I should probably move. See, one of the things I don't want to do is put affiliate links on the IRTA side because I don't want people to think like that they like we're going to send them those pieces when they buy the IRTAs because it's a standalone site. But 40 people in chat, hit that like button. Yes, please, by all means. All right. Hi, changed my seal box to port in. Wow. Now, when I turn up my epicenter, it sounds like crap. You think it's because I set the epicenter voltage to the lowest setting? Will that mess with the frequency? All right, so start from scratch now. Try putting the epicenter to 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock. All right, start from there because, yes, you're going to need to change it because the characteristics of the suburb enclosure are different, so the suburbs are going to act different. So start at 12 and 12 and then work your way out from there to see what you need to do. If you've never really figured out how to set it per se, if you want to see what happens when you adjust the dials, the epicenter micro video that's here on YouTube that we have it hooked up to an IRTA too. And it's of course displaying on an iPad. So you can see what's happening when you're turning the dials, which makes it really nice because otherwise, yeah, you do have to set it by ear. Hey, need help. I'm looking at Kicker QS speakers or the Alpine S speakers, which the kind with the wart on her nose. One, do you think sounds better? I like SQ, good bass. Can't make up my mind. So Q class or X type. I mean, why don't you just go with Morel? I mean, I'm going to throw another one out on the table. Why don't you just go with Morel? I mean, but if those are my only two choices, they're both excellent speakers for sure. I would have to go with what I know better, which is the X type. We've done way more work with X type than we have with Q class. We just don't do much with that particular speaker. So I would go with what I know, which is Alpine. But I would also look at, a set of Virtus, Morel Virtus. It's got a big ass tweeter and it sounds really nice. Coming in late? No, he's showing a customer's car. So we're just waiting for him to finish up. Do you see a market for 3D printed speaker brackets that are vehicle and speaker specific? You commented before that you can't use a printer in the install bay because of time. What about quick ship? You're not the first one to propose this idea. So the thing you have to keep in mind is that it's real easy to make a set of speaker brackets. So for example, even if you don't have a laser and you just have a router like we did for years and years and years, if you have plastic, it's real easy to do it, to make something that right here in the bay and be done and out in 15 minutes. However, that's not to say this wouldn't be a viable thing because we stock every single speaker bracket that both Metra and PAC make for the specific reason that it just needs to be quick. I don't like this would be very niche-y and you'd have to have a lot of cars that you've done this for. And of course it would have to be like ABS printed out of ABS because it's going to melt. Otherwise, it's going to be up in the dash. I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know. It's just one of those weird things where like if I was to waste my time, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean, if I was going to put effort into something, I would make sail panels more so than I would speaker brackets. So for example, like Honda Civics that don't come with sail panels or Honda Accords that don't come with sail panels or an F-250, previous generation F-250. You can't get the sail panels with the tweeter pods. Making something like that would probably be more lucrative than just making speaker brackets because those are things that save time. But yeah, getting your hands to 3D scan all of them would be tough. But that would be cool. Seth from Kenwood as a guest. What is Kenwood and JVC up to? So I talked to Seth this week. There's really nothing exciting going on at the moment. However, Knowledge Fest, it's either Knowledge Fest or Master Tech Expo. They are going to introduce a couple new products. We're going to get our hands on some of them, and then the other ones we're not. But yes, once we once we actually have physical new goodies for this year, we'll definitely have him on and talk about them, as well as we'll talk to him while we're at Knowledge Fest and Master Tech Expo and do some videos there with the new stuff. I know everything will be at Master Tech Expo. We're going to be in the booth with Kenwood at Master Tech Expo. For those of you who don't know what Master Tech Expo is, it's fast approaching. It's this guy right here, Mobile Solutions Master Tech Expo. It is going to be the show of shows. It's almost sold out. I can tell you that. I talked to Brian this week. It's almost sold out. So if you're interested in going, you need to make plans now. What's up, gents? Do y'all have a solution for bass in a 2015 Honda Pilot? Barely any trunk space. I like the new kicker down firing boxes, but I want 2 subs, and there only a single sub available. Okay. Wow. Didn't mean to do that. You're right. That's typically what we do. But keep this in mind. All right. If you're not a box builder and like, you're like, I just don't want to build a box. You want Shalimar, Comp RT is a great box to go with. I'm trying to think of, I suck at remember these box companies' names. Q-Power. Q-Power makes a 2 sub enclosure that's narrow. It's only like 4 inches tall, and it's like 32 inches wide. It's a sealed box with black carpet on it. In a pinch, meaning like, hey, we need it now. What we'll do is we'll take that box and we'll add sides to it, and now we have a dual down firing 210 enclosure or 212 enclosure. But yeah, I mean that's what we do in like a hurry. It's like, hey, we need 2 sub down firing. And it's like, and we didn't have time to like have our guy custom build one or something like that. We'll just add sides to that box and you're all good to go. You could do the same with like a wedge box or something like that. But yeah, if you're talking about something skinny and small, yeah. Now keep in mind the L7T wedge box or down firing enclosures just came out. They just started shipping. I saw one over there today. So like that in a 12 might be all the bass you need. That's what Haley has in her truck with which she has the Ford Flex or Fusion. I don't know what the hell she has. She has a Ford SUV, and it's powered off a Key 501, and that thing just gets down. I'm sure that would be more than enough power. There is for your Honda. Just a thought. Dean, do you remember if you installed the Merle Hybrid 6.5s or the 5 1/4s on a Ram F-150? It would have been 6.5s. In a Ram 1500, you can fit 6.5s, no problem. Just center them up, move them in, get them right in the center, and you're good to go. How's it go? How did it go?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Did it go good?
Yeah. That's what I want.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Oh, did you lock the door?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take a breather, man. Get relaxed. Settle down. Take a moment to compose yourself. I didn't say fall asleep. All right. What's Christian? Wow. Wow. That's hurtful. I thought I was doing pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, greetings from Alabama. El Fernando says,
"Hey, ¿cómo estás?"
What's up? All right.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? But anyways, there you go, Phil. Phil's helping you out, 12 Volt Electronics. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Any installers you know of in Southeast Michigan? Do you have
any experience?
02, 05 Thunderbird space. I mean, yes, I've worked on the car before. Space is super limited for sure. It's a Thunderbird, and it's a tiny Thunderbird at that. As far as do I know anybody in Michigan? I don't know anybody in Michigan.
No, really?
No. I mean, I know people in Michigan, but I don't know any retailers in Michigan. I don't think we have anybody in Michigan that we know. Yeah, man. Sorry about that. Here's what I recommend. For those of you guys, okay, so there's 2 ways. There's a couple different ways you can find dealers, and this is what I recommend. And I say this only because, all right, how do I stop this? They need a button that just, how do we get rid of this?
That one? You just click it down. That's it.
Okay, that makes sense.
That would be cool if they
Yeah, I
have
know.
just next to it,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, we'll have to. Anyways, so here's the trick. Here's what you want to do to find a dealer in your area. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't always work, but this may work. First, if there's a product that you like, say, for example, Alpine, Kenwood, Pioneer, whatever, they're going to have dealer locators on their site. All right. Meaning if you go to their sites, find a dealer near you is usually what it's called. Kicker has them. Rockford has them. So I would recommend going to the site of the product you're interested in, and or just go to one of those sites, period, and type in, where you live and find all the car stereo places around you. I mean, yes, you could Google it. I understand that. But the reason why you're doing this, which you could still Google it too if you like, is then you go over to Instagram. Okay. And then you find their Instagram page, because if they're a shop that is proud of what they're doing, they're going to post a ton of Instagram pics.
For sure.
That's it, man. Or Facebook, depending on how you want to look at it. But you gotta realize that all these installers that are like crazy like us, we love posting pictures of this cool stuff we do. It's just how we are. Are you going to show that?
No, I mean, if you see some cool installs, then you start scrolling and it's like, oh, they actually do really cool installs.
Yeah, and that's a great way.
Yeah,
it's a great way to find.
Then you call them.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I have this type of car. What you guys can do for me?
All right. 5-star car stereo. I don't have a lot of money, especially for car audio equipment. I've been entertaining the idea of one of the Android radio units for my 2005 Silverado. So you don't have a lot of money. So spending it foolishly probably wouldn't be the best move. If you want a headache, by all means, go for it. Pick one up. And you'll have wasted your money because it's a 50-50 shot. Actually, it's not even 50. It's like 20-80. 20% of the time they work great. 80% of the time they don't. I mean, just read the reviews. The reviews are either, hey, this is the most amazing thing. Discount those because they're lying right off the bat. But just go right to the 1- and 2-star reviews. They're going to tell you what the problems were and why they sent it back. If you want a 10.1-inch screen and you can't get a good one, settle for a 7-inch screen that's going to work and do what you need it to do. Having the biggest screen in the dash doesn't make sense if it's a piece of crap. Okay, it's just you're just going to have a big piece of crap in the dash. There's plenty of manufacturers out there, Pioneer, Kenwood, JVC, that make very reasonably priced CarPlay, Android Auto radios. Some of the Pioneers will even stream YouTube if you have an Android phone. So there are better things out there for not that much more. That much more.
It's funny. He was asking me about like a big 10-inch screen in his truck, and I'm like, can't fit.
Dude,
it's you have the shifter right in the middle. You're gonna crack the screen.
It was a 1996 Nissan Hardbody. Just to give you an idea of what we're talking about. Anyways, that's what I got for that. So hopefully that'll help you think about that one. No money and no car audio don't go together. I mean, you're not wrong, but there are plenty of affordable things out there. And then save money and don't get a new deck. I mean, get a new deck. It's 2005. You got to get a new deck. All right, we're 20 minutes in. And, hey, listen, we got a little thing we want to do. Don't worry. We can get your questions, but we want to take a break from questions for a second because we want you guys we want to have some fun for a second. And this morning when I was driving into work, I was listening. I was like, I started playing music, and I was like, you know what? I want to hear some Foreigner. All right. So, I said, hey, Siri, play Foreigner. And Foreigner started playing. So on my whole way to work, I was jamming out. And I got to thinking, everyone has either a playlist with a bunch of music in it or that go-to song where it's like, I'm taking the long way home. And they love playing it. So what we want you to do is in the comments right now, tell us that song. Now, if it's just an artist, like I don't care, I want to hear anything from Van Halen or, but give us
from Lady Gaga.
Maybe, I don't know. Give us your song because I want a list of the songs,
What's your jam?
that now keep in mind, like Fernando, we were talking about. He's like, I listen to like 10 different songs. I have the attention span of a gnat. But I was like, you have a playlist,
Yes.
right? And there in that playlist, there's at least every song in that playlist that you'd listen to at one point or another. So just throw me one of those songs. Doesn't have to be the best, but so what I want you guys is we need the artist and we need the title, because if
I
you
wanna
just
see,
say
who is it?
Raptor, I'm gonna be like,
All right,
Oh,
here we
talk
go.
about Lonnie.
Then we just start right there.
okay. I don't know who sings Light to Lies. Is it Light by Lies? Okay. Anyways, while you guys are getting those songs in, all right, stop touching. Stop.
Ooh, I like that one.
Everyone loves LaGrange. All right, hold on. Stop. Don't touch nothing, because it's time to do the ad. That's right. While you guys, we're taking a small commercial break so we can get enough of these things in here. And that commercial break is from Audio Control.
Yes.
That's right, guys. Guess what just started shipping? Epicenter Micro. That's right. If you want that big bass sound, like the person earlier didn't reset his after he went from a sealed to a ported box, so naturally it's going to sound weird. Those two knobs in the middle, I said start those at 12 o'clock and you can move from there. But if you're thinking about getting one of these for your system and you want to pre-order it now, make sure you use the promo code 5-star free hat. Just like you see there, 5-star free hat. And when they ship it to you, guess what's coming in the box?
What's coming?
A hat.
What?
So we'd like to thank Audio Control for making this fun moment in the chat, as it were, making good sound great, which I thought was the perfect segue into talking about songs for just a moment, because we answer a lot of questions. But, the music that you're playing to me seems a lot more like I want to get a feel for what everyone's listening to. All right. So where did we? All right. So here we go. We got LaGrange. Okay.
Yeah.
Missy Elliott. Touch It remix. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, Radar Love, Golden Earring. All right.
I have no idea.
Radar. I'll play it for you later. It's on my playlist. Yo, what's up? Tell us your song, Andy. Tell us your song. We want to know your song. Ooh, this you're going to like.
Song?
Michael Jackson. Remember the time.
Yeah.
When we fell in. Oh.
Like it, David.
Dude, I can't say it. Don't say it, because it'll get stuck in your head. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Bass Head, Bass Nectar. Ooh, that's a good song.
What is that?
Bass Nectar.
Okay.
We have it on here. That's the one we played Brian.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that one either, because it gets stuck in my head for sure. So,
okay.
You're killing me.
I have to.
Oh, okay. Never off Thelma. Okay, I haven't heard that one.
Thelma.
So
okay.
Let me see your jelly roll. Ooh, Pink Floyd, another brick in the wall. Funny thing about Pink Floyd, if you haven't watched any of the documentaries on them,
no.
When they made that album, A Brick in the Wall, they built on the stage, they built a brick wall that was in front of them that they eventually would knock down, because they just got sick of playing for the audience.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to look at the audience while they were playing their music.
That's what they got the idea.
Yeah. No, but
the different wall.
Different wall. Have you done now within
Temptation?
We'll just go with the Temptations.
I love Temptation.
Jukebox Hero, standing in the rain with his head hung low. Anyways, Halsey, Without Me. Okay, is it me or does everyone sound like Halsey?
I don't know who's Halsey.
You know who Halsey is, trust me.
I'm gonna look after that and just start playing all of them.
So the joke between Haley and I is every time there's a girl that sings, it kind of sounds like Halsey. I go, is that Halsey? She goes, dude, they're not all Halsey. I'm like, well, they all sound like Halsey.
Okay.
I don't know.
Absolute.
Okay.
Reptile. Okay.
Or Reptile.
There you go. See?
All right. See, that's a new one.
This is one of my guys that I just changed it 1 and 4. What?
Ben Hamill jump solo. Oh, okay. So that's that. That's the Violator or whatever the heck it is. That. That's a cool one too. I like that.
Natalia Jimenez, Banda MS, El Color de Tus Ojos. Yeah, I like those.
I have that one. No, I have no idea what the hell. Lights to Lies. Okay.
Ross.
Barlettos Brothers. Andre Masavix.
Okay.
Dean has gone commercial. Pretty soon he's gonna be like, kicker 30 minutes of infomercials. Not a chance. Not a chance. Listen, I think we do a really good job of the commercials not being commercials.
Yeah.
They're just fun.
Listen, I don't see this one as a commercial. I think it's more like something for you guys
I think
to,
it's the
to
reality,
take
yeah.
advantage of, like a hat of church.
By YZ.
Okay.
Oh, we got another Pink Floyd. Shine on you crazy diamonds. Shine.
Okay.
Okay, I know. DMX, Rough Riders. Woo, woo. Hell yeah.
Okay.
And then of course ruining it. 2021 GMC Sierra with Bose system. How to connect, or what can I use to connect an amp? High level, low level, LC7i audio. So funny you should ask. GMC Sierra pickup truck is what we use to do the videos for the IRTA2. So if you go to the website and go to the IRTA2 and you want to see what that signal looks like, but what you're going to need is high level. It's going to have to go after the amplifier for right now, because Nav TV, who is trying to make a interface for that, has not been successful at the moment, and it's still on infinite back order, so it seems. But high level to low level works good, works fine. I would recommend doing power for power, which means you're going to have a channel for the speakers in the dash, a channel for the speakers in the door, a channel for the rear, and also one for the subwoofer. That one should not have a center channel. So you're going to need at least 7 channels, which means the LC7i is not going to be the ticket for you if you're planning on, we'd use audio control amps and just, they all have inputs, so everything is good there. But it has a high frequency mid-range in the top of the dash. So like a 3.5 tweeter combination would be really nice with a 6x9 inch mid bass in the door. If you want to keep this thing easy on yourself, I would strongly recommend doing something like that. When you start summing them together without a DSP, you're going to hit a wall and you're going to be very disappointed. The Eagles. All right, cool. Dire Straits, Money for Nothing, Chicks for Free.
Okay.
Lit Up, Buck Cherry. Ooh, good song. Yeah. What does Dean jam? Well, I started out by saying this morning I was jamming a Foreigner.
Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So like the other day I was listening to Supertramp.
Mm-hmm.
Big, like Supertramp. Aja is another one that just kind of kicks on my list of, and if you don't know who sings that, well, you're missing out. My Sharona.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ugly Smoke from The Distant Fire. Sanford Towns. Okay, wow. These are the ones I like. I like the obscure stuff. Oh, there you go, Fernando. You gotta say it out
loud. No. He say if you haven't listened to it, I definitely recommend you that.
Oh, we will.
No, I have it in my playlist. Those.
Well, there you go.
Yes.
And the Humpty Dance is the dance. Yep. Okay. Sorry, I missed one.
Metallica,
Fuel.
Yeah.
I think anything by Metallica is pretty good. Ooh. Cashmere, dude, I can start Cashmere. Cashmere. Anyways, you notice.
Sure.
You as soon as all I have to do is play the first note, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah." I can play I can start Cashmere when I leave here, and it'll end right when I get to my house.
See, I don't want to do that. I want to listen 20 songs.
Cashmere, you do, because it's like an adventure. It's kind of like Meatloaf's. The song I played the other day, will you love me? Will you love me forever?
What Christian say right there?
Top? Sorry, I missed you, Chrisman. Cascade Rooms for Happiness, or Remember Disarming.
Okay.
It's just Christian. Everything he's going to say is weird. Why are you picking on me, bro? That's what he's going to next time. He's just going, why are you picking on me, bro? Young Drummer Boy. I'm really surprised. What I haven't seen, and don't start putting on. There's like no rap. Like legit, there's like almost I don't like
Techmaster.
I mean, that's straight bass music. But what's funny though, like Techmaster, like without a shit ton of bass, actually is really cool. Ooh, sail away, sail away, sail away. Oh, there you go, Bruno Mars.
Oh, I love that song.
Oh yeah, that was his thing. Oh, there we go, Megadeth.
The Batman by Bart Simpson.
Only you,
I'm
man.
gonna go listen to that.
Guys, you gave us an awesome list. I'm super excited. If we did not read yours, I'm sorry, but
Eye of the Tiger.
no, not a chance. What's up, fellas? But thank you so much. Ooh, I like Offspring. Offspring's cool. But no, thank you. This is a great list.
Oh, dude, we can go on.
I'm gonna go through this because part of the reason for doing this. All right, that's enough with that. Part of the reason for doing this was one, playlist is getting kind of boring, and I trust you guys to have some interesting taste that I'm going to go through and try to find some more songs. What I was also thinking about doing too is putting together like a 5-star playlist for just fun and excitement, and then like put it up on. I'm not going to do it right away. Slow it down, but this at least gets us started, and then maybe we'll do a segment where we listen to a song and then up or down it, like goes in the playlist, doesn't go in the playlist. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for playing along. That's been awesome. Good. Getting back to the question. Oh, my girl likes to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. YouTube is going to flag us on this one because that sounds just like him. Hell yeah, 5-star playlist on Spotify. All right, well, we'll let you do that on Spotify because I don't like Spotify, but I'm not, you still look the same, Dean and Fernando. Tony, what's going on, my friend?
Tony.
Been a long time. But that's nice to know.
Still in the same place.
I mean, where else are you going to go? Yeah. Eddie Murphy, My Girl Wants... Dude, I literally just sang that. Like, come on, man. Ooh, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Let's groove. That's a band, like... You probably like some of their stuff. Earth, Wind, and Fire? I know you would.
I have some songs.
It's Lynyrd Skynyrd. Skynyrd, bro.
Simple man. Rear up. Hip hop.
There's your hip hop. Sabotage. That's actually on my playlist.
Did any one of you listen to like recent hip hop, like this brand new hip hop that is like completely different?
What is this that you're?
I have no idea. I just want to know.
I don't. I mean, I prefer instruments, but I mean, I'll take what I can get at this point.
Really?
All right, guys, thank you so much for giving us that list. Like I said, we're going to go through it some more.
Yeah.
And it will turn into something at some point. And we'll probably be doing this as a regular segment going forward into the show, just to expand upon it all. How do you guys feel about Alpine's new Halo subwoofer and their enclosures? I recently picked up a pair and was very impressed. I'm going to tell you right now, Alpine, when it comes to sub enclosures, they've only had one dud.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. And I'm going back as far back as I can that since I've been selling them, which is probably 25 years ish. The 110 bandpass was phenomenal. That transitioned into 12s and 10s and ported enclosures and double ported enclosures, and the boxes they have now are just as awesome. When Alpine makes a box, you gotta understand, these are heavy, man. These things are not cheap to make. They're not cheap to get here, so they're not going to waste our time on them. And yeah, they do a really nice job. I'm really excited to see the new truck box that is downfiring, that has the expandable front piece on it. That I want to hear that. What?
No, it's just the answers about like that.
I'm not looking at the same place you are. Bunch of rich kids getting high on Xanax. Is that a song? I feel that's a song. I feel like that's a song.
That can be a song.
I feel like that's a song. What does it say? Tech must be gold and silver keychains. Dean, get you one. I probably should. That stuff keeps popping up in my Facebook. Got a crusty with the Custy? Got a Custy with a 21 F-150 BO unleashed system, wanting to add some sub. Would a regular LOC work fed from the factory sub, or will I need some sort of restoration LC2I key, something like that? Okay. First things first, 2021 BO system. Do not tap into that subwoofer at all. Don't use it. It's not the droids you're looking for. Okay, that subsection of that amplifier is freaky. and it does not play well with aftermarket subwoofers. So if you have to not get rid of anything else, you just want to add subs, you're going to go to the front doors. All right. Now, as far as adding in something like an LC2i, LC1i, something with AccuBase, something with bass or de-equalization, or the new future Epicenter Micro, which I got to turn this off because it keeps spinning across the thing, making me dizzy. I would. You're going to need something like an at least an LC1i, because you're going to need something with. Well, you don't, because you're not. But I would still go with something. If you're going to get a good amp that has a good high level to low level built into it, then you're fine. So, for example, like an audio control amp's really nice, but higher end amps like Kicker, Kenwood, Rockford. There's a bunch of amps out there that have really good high level to low levels built into them. Heck, even this guy here, the Rockford Prime R2,
really nice.
It has an awesome high level to low level adapter built into it that would work great in that vehicle. So you don't necessarily have to get one. You just need to get a better amp. I would recommend getting the best amp you can afford. Now, if you're going to get something big, like, oh no, I'm going to do like a freaking Gately box underneath the seat with the 4K or whatever, then yeah, get something like an LC1i, LC2i, or a Key, because you're going to want to take advantage of that bass restoration feature built into it. But no, we've done it. It sounds good. We've just done standard installation, but don't use the subwoofer.
Yeah.
I think I covered everything. I don't know. Where do I go? I hate you, Christian.
Nice.
I hate you so much.
Yeah.
I hate you even more now. I have a JVC head unit in one of my cars and a Kenwood in the other. I want to add a reverse camera to both of them. What are cam plus, cam negative wires off of the unit used for the Kenwood JVC units? The cam plus and cam minus are for the digital interface camera that they make. They are not used for anything else camera-wise. They're not a positive and negative output. They don't get used. There's one camera that they make that gives you multi-angle that allows you to do like this and this and that. That is the feed for that. Okay. Otherwise, don't use them. Leave them the way they are. You've never seen us use them before. They don't get used. So tap off the red accessory, the black ground, and give that purple white wire, reverse input, and you're all set. That's it. Alpine Ram X009 Ram 2003 power 6 speakers.
So the Alpine Ram X09.
Yeah.
So that will power 6 speakers?
No, it won't. It's made to power 4 speakers. That's it. It's got a 25 watt by 4 amplifier in it. If you're looking to power 6 speakers and you want to do it for a reasonable amount of money, cost-effective way, what I'd recommend doing is getting Alpine's little, not the 455U, the new version of it that they have that's designed to go in like the 407 and the ILX 207 and all those guys. It's a 50 watt by 4 amplifier. It sounds wonderful. It's a little tiny guy. You can hide it up in the dash. It takes like a 12 gauge power wire. The cool thing about it, though, is you'd use that to power the 3.5s in the dash and the 6x9s in the door, and then use the rear output of your deck to power the rear speakers. The reason why you'd want to power the dash speakers and the door speakers and not the rear speakers off of the amplifier, because some people are going to say, well, power the 4 6x9s off. It'll sound, but no, it won't. The reason why is you want the control. You want the gain control for those top 3.5s. You want to be able to control how much output they're doing, because they're going to be the thing that become obnoxious and annoying, not the mid bass in the door.
What do you guys use to mount amplifiers to 5 and 16s ABS on your amplifier?
Screws, half-inch screws.
Half-inch.
We just have half-inch screws. What we'll typically do if the screw comes out the other side is we have a grinder that sits right over here, and we flip it over and go until it's flat.
Until it's flat. Help, guys, please. A Rockford Fosgate Prime R2 500.4 or a Sony XM-GS4 4-channel. This is running 1D VC 2-ohm subwoofer.
Rockford and 2 rear speakers. Huh. So those are 2 solid amplifiers. I'll give it that. I'm probably going with the R500.4.
500.4.
For no other reason. I don't have a great reason. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, you got to do it. No, if those are my choices, I like both those amplifiers. I'm doing the Prime mainly because I don't want all the pieces and puzzles and top pieces and all that BS that comes on the Sony. Yeah.
All right, big question right here.
Okay.
Big one.
Class A, B, or D? He's asking you, man.
No,
I don't know. I got a factory stereo in mine. Mine's probably a G or an H for all I know. You're the one with the big ass AB class amplifier in your car.
No, it definitely sounds really good. Like that ground zero make the difference. Really nice.
You really liking it?
Yeah.
So the answer to that, in my opinion, and that there again, this is my opinion. If you buy a high quality Class D amplifier, the likelihood of you being able to tell the difference is really, really thin. I think there's other things in the car that probably cause more problems or sound worse than that Class D amplifier. So, but to each his own. I mean, if you got the room and you want to do it, go for it. I mean, more and more companies are getting away from that just because of the size and people don't want giant amplifiers. But Mosconi makes a whole bunch of Class AB amplifiers.
Yeah.
So if you want to look at high-end Class AB, check out Mosconi.
I mean, Morel makes Class AB.
Morel does make a Class AB. They do make the most affordable 5-channel Class AB
and the new
amplifier.
one that they came out.
That's the other. Yeah, you're close. Yeah,
right
there.
That.
Yeah, that one. They do make the 70x4. But yeah, Morel is probably your brand-wise best deal in town for an AB class amplifier. They have the 5-channel, which is really cool. 70x4 of AB and 550x1 of D.
Addison?
No, I said affordable. Slow it down. I mean, it's.
Let's just talk about it.
I have Kicker Q Series 6.5 components. Do I need to add bass blockers on the tweeter? If you're using the passive crossovers that it came with, those are the bass blockers. So the answer to the question is if you have to use the crossovers they came with. If they didn't come with crossovers, that's you got them used or something, then yeah, you need bass blockers like 4.7s or something like that. But it should have come with passive crossovers, and you do have to use them unless you're doing a DSP where you're going to go full active and you have an amplifier that is just powering the tweeters, and you can go into the DSP and set a crossover point for them. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what crossover point to use, I would recommend giving Kicker a call and asking them what they recommend. Recommended 3.5 or 4-inch for bi-amping. I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you that's pretty affordable. And the other one's like, wow, really? So Kenwood's C3 Exelon is a bi-ampable 3.5. Bi-ampable, meaning it comes as a coaxial, but you can bi-amp it if you like. It has the wire externally mounted for you to do that. Those are reasonably priced and sound great. We put them in a ton of Dodges all the time. It is our go-to 3.5 if we have them in stock. The second one is going to be the best. Like, I'm out. This is the best. And that is going to be the Illusion Audio. What is it called?
C3.
Yeah, C3. I think it's also called a C3C.
Yeah,
C3C for component. C3C, yeah. I have a set sitting up there.
The Illusion console.
But it's Illusion, like magic. The Illusion C3C is the best. And those are true bi-ampable 3.5s in the fact that they come with external passive crossovers if you want to use them. But that's it.
That's it?
That's all I got. Dean, what is the current situation of low stock, good brand name head units? Man, it changes daily. I'm not going to lie. It literally changes daily. I know we got a bunch of non-Exelon 9 series Kenwoods, which was weird. We got a bunch of some oddball Pioneer stuff, like I think 4000 series or something like that. I don't know. I mean, if you're interested, give Paul a call. He'll run the list through and tell you what he's got. I can't stand all the SPL bass in music. Think of using some 6.5-inch woofers for clean, punchy bass and space saving. You're not going to save a lot of space. That's like the but no, you're not going to save a lot of space at all. They're still going to take up room. And if you get like a shallow mount 6.5, it's almost like why bother? So, but if my Audison 4.500 amp does 130 at 4 ohm, what do I set the gain to? And do I use that number for both gain dials? Hold on. Where did I put it? All right. So we got 130 watts. What? Slid right over into you. Let's see. Kicker makes this cool cheat sheet. We have 130 watts. They don't do 130 watts. You're gonna have to do the math. At 4 ohms, it's gonna be like 22 volts. If you're playing a sine wave, it's gonna be about 22 volts. You're gonna turn the dial on, 22 volts here, 22 volts there. Play 1,000 hertz, 0 dB, or -5 dB. -5 dB if you're looking for some headroom. They have test tones you can download, but they also, if you go to kicker.com and you go to the education center, they have this cool cheat sheet. Makes life easy. Okay.
Thank you, -3 dB.
Look at that, 22 volts AC. Yeah, I'm good, Christian. I'm good.
C3.
Yeah, C3CX. I forgot the X, but thank you. That's why those illusions are wonderful. Yes, they are. Hi guys, I have a question.
Yes.
I have a mono amplifier, 110 watts maximum, 110 watts maximum, 540. The subwoofer must be higher or lower. What would be your recommendation? Thanks.
Higher or lower?
I would want something that handles about 600 watts, 4 to 600 watts. And I would look at the efficiency of the driver. I want something that has a high efficiency number on it so that I'm going to get the maximum amount of sound out of it. So, for example, something like this, like a Rockford P2, would be perfect. Keep in mind, a lot of people get confused about this when they buy a subwoofer. Let's say the subwoofer handles 1,000 watts, and they go, well, I got to get a 1,000 watt amp to power it. The reality is, no, you don't have to. You get a 500 watt amp, it'll power it too. What you want to look at is how efficient is that speaker. So, like if I buy, and I'm only going to use the word Sundown, I have nothing against them, but when I buy that Sundown driver, like I can literally do handstands on the cone and it moves like that much. Well, I'm going to need 4,000 watts to power that. To get it to do this, I can still put 1,000 watts on it and it's going to make bass and perform and sound wonderful. It's not going to blow. It's not going to do anything like that. A lot of people go, no, you're going to blow it because you only put 1,000 watts on it. Let me ask you this question. Do you ever blow a speaker when you're playing it at 3 or 4 on the volume knob?
No, I'm going to try really hard.
No, you're never going to blow the speaker when it's playing this quiet. It's not going to do anything. Okay.
Yeah, why? What's up?
Why would it blow if you put 1,000 watts on it and it's a 4,000 watt speaker? It wouldn't, would it? No, it wouldn't. How you blow it is you go, and I'm going to set it at -20 dBs of gain overlap, which is nothing but just tack welding the voice coil to the magnet. That's how you blow it. So wanting more when you have less is how you blow a speaker, not because you don't have enough power. Power is never the issue. Gain and distortion is the issue. Because I could listen to a stereo all day long at low volume, and I will never ever have a problem with it. Think about that. Okay, go on.
All right, I'm trying.
All right, sit back and I'm looking.
Ever had any cars that have a very good insulated trunk?
Yeah.
So you need to put a good amount of power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? What was the one was that the Hyundai? No. Was it a Hyundai?
Yeah, that was the Hyundai.
Dude, we had a Hyundai with like big pimping back seat, man. I mean, the back seat must have been like this thick. I don't remember. Equus or whatever it was.
No, that's like a Volkswagen.
Either way, it was a Hyundai.
That was a Hyundai.
But BMW, same way. Mercedes, the same way. A lot of the German cars, pretty much all German cars, they have gas tanks. So you have like a gas tank and a seat. And then you put a sub in the trunk. And you're like, why do I get no bass? And it's like, yeah, because you put a single 10 in the trunk. And, it's like a cement wall between. But yeah, you have to go bigger. You have to go big. You have to go bigger, or just not waste your time.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, and those are always disappointing because most of the time we'll walk over and we'll ask like, what was the thought here? Do we know we're not going to get any base out of this? Do we even go out and
Put
look?
1/8 in the back.
You know, do you dial in AccuBase before or after the kicker key tuning? Well, okay, so we don't need AccuBase with a kicker key. I'll tell you that right now. So if you're doing a key lock or a key 501, you don't need AccuBase because for the 501, it has inverse loudness built into it, so it takes care of that. Because most people, believe it or not, use the same bass roll-off curve in their radio, so they've just put one in there, so you don't have to worry about it. As far as the kicker key regular LOC goes, you're not putting an LOC on top of an LOC. I get that you could do it through the RCAs maybe, but still probably not using it. Wow, 10 minutes left. Thanks, Fang.
Soundboard RCA sub out going to a crown amplifier XLR input using an RCA to XLR cables, losing a lot of signal. How do I boost the signal? So RCA sub.
What about a line driver? I mean, it seems like the answer to that is a simple line driver. So the LC1I is a line driver, just in case you're, like the audio control LC1I is just a 2-channel line driver. Maybe you want to give it a go. I don't know. It sounds to me like you need some form of a line driver, some form of an amp deal. I don't know if that'll be enough for you, but you may want to look into it. Can you sum front and rear head unit channels on the DM810 to boost output signal, or do that muddy the signal? The answer to the first part of the question is, can you sum front and rear head unit channels? You can sum anything you want on a DM810. You can sum all the channels. You can do whatever you want. It uses a bus network, so it'll route any channel anywhere. It doesn't care. Will it have the effect you're looking for? Is totally up to the signal you're using. So if the signal you're using has any form of equalization or all pass filtering or phase alignment or anything else that could muck up the signal, then that would cause the problem when summing. It has nothing, if you have a signal here in the front that looks identical to a signal in the back and you sum those together, they will get louder. But if they're different anyway, you could have issues. That's why we have the IRTA2, because the IRTA2 allows you to take any signals you want and sum them together and see what they look like. That's what the tool is used for. You cannot do that with a DM810. And if you'd like an IRTA, head over to DNF Tool Drawer at dnftooldrawer.com.
Yeah, that's right.
Power wire from battery to battery, I'm guessing, to fuse block, 4-gauge, 401. And 4-gauge, any issue you could think of? No. I mean, 4-gauge all the way. You don't have a lot of power. I mean, you got 700 watts, it looks like, maybe more. 4-gauge should be fine. How do I handle a tweeter loop and a Toyota Corolla 2004? Tweeter loops. So if it's a Toyota, you're either going into the tweeter and out to the mid-range, or into the mid-range and out to the tweeter. It varies either way. Metra did start making a harness for that, but otherwise, you butt them together. I mean, most of the time in the older Toyotas, the plug can be removed off of the tweeter and used back in the car and allow you to solder your leads onto that. It's something they'll do. Thank you for the $2, though.
Thank you.
That was cool. Dean, can you add your shop tools to DNF tool drawer, such as table saw and routers? Oh, yeah. Never thought to do that. The problem is I don't think I think
they don't make it anymore?
I think Porter Cable stopped making routers, somebody told me. So I don't know if I could do that, but I mean, I have a Bosch. But But the lifts and stuff I could definitely put on there. When using the DM810 with a 4-channel amplifier, all crossovers on amplifiers should be off. That would be how I would run it correct. Yes, I would leave them off. So if they have switches to where you can do like low pass, high pass, no pass, off. Sometimes it's called AP for all pass. Sometimes it's just off. But yeah, let the DM810 do the crossover. I can't think of any situation where you'd leave it on, but yeah, let it do its thing. It's way better. What can I use to reduce trunk noise? It depends what kind of trunk noise you have. So obviously sound treatment of some kind would be wonderful. You know, we use a lot of roadkill. We use the ground zero stuff. There's a ton of stuff out there, but layers of that work really well. If you're talking about, you know, the problem is there are so many different types of rattle that you can get that there's different solutions for it. Sometimes just weather stripping on seams will solve the problem. Sometimes sticking bags of polyfill, breathable bags, meaning poke holes in them, into panels to kill dead airspace will solve the problem. So there's a lot of, doesn't have to be expensive, semi-ingenious ways to fix it. You know, bag of polyfill and some weather stripping, $20. I don't know, of course, polyfill now is probably, you know, short supplies, you can't get it. Advice for upgraded sound system in an EV or hybrid where the 12 volt is crappy capacity. So what you're going to want to look for is amplifiers that are very efficient with small current. So for example, don't try to go out and buy a 3K, something like that. It's not a good idea. Kicker makes the CSX amplifiers that'll work down to 9 volts successfully. Also, you might want to check out like Helix. Helix has a lot of multi-channel amplifiers that are designed to work in semi-crappy environments that give you a lot of power for a lot of channels. They make like a 6-channel, a 10-channel, a 12-channel that work in these bad environments like this. But nobody is like taking and like putting a stake in the ground and saying, we're going to solve this issue. They all want to complain and pretend like somebody else is going to have to fix it. It's a really crappy conversation we're having with these guys about it. And the thing that kind of irritates me the most is that, like, when you go to these places, there's literally 2 or 3 of these cars sitting in their parking lot that executives are driving, but they're not doing anything to help anybody. And it's like,
not at all.
You guys suck. But thank you. Thank you for trying. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was neat. It's been a great show. Sorry, Fernando. Paul, you're the man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been a great show. Sorry you missed the first 15, 20 minutes of it. But
yeah,
it's the weekend. And you know what that means? No, I don't. We very rarely get to do anything with it. But can we shut this off?
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's just do that. If you head over to DNF Swag, you can find cool apparel for you. We did design a new one. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all the way to the bottom.
Is it all the way to the bottom?
All the way to the bottom.
Get the Jeff Smith one personally. He loves seeing people wearing that. Or the Brian. No, it's not. Oh,
Yeah,
there it is.
right there.
Hey, look at that. We made this one. This is for tools for installers by installers. And then the back is pretty awesome. I like the back. The back I went a little big on. We have these shirts coming. So that's cool for us. I ordered one for me, one for Fernando. So we'll see what those look like on the show. And of course, DNF Tool Drawer is a place you can go and find all the cool tools we use. I will add some more tools to it. Meters and probe sections is really fun. Now, these are all affiliate links, so these are fun, with the exception of, go back to here, IRTA. IRTA 2, well, we make that tool, therefore we fill it. When you come in here, you can click on this, watch the videos, figure out how the tool works. Read, of course, the instruction manual. And if it's something you feel you need, well, by all means, pick one up. Make your life a lot easier. A lot of the questions you guys ask, this tool will solve. But then what would we do?
What would we do?
What would we do?
Exactly.
I know. You know what's coming up, and I'm really excited about it, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait. Can't wait. We got one full week. We have 1 week. We have all next week. And then we have like 3 days. Can't wait. I can't wait.
No, it's going to be nice.
I can't wait. All right, guys, listen, don't do anything stupid this weekend.
See you guys on Monday.
Not this Monday, but next Monday, I'll be on Kicker Live.
Oh, there you go.
Kicker Unmasked. I'll be on Kicker Unmasked. Not this Monday. The Monday after, I'll be on Kicker Unmasked.
Next Monday?
Not this Monday coming up. Not next week. Next week is normal.
I thought they do it on Tuesday.
Well, Tuesday. I'm sorry, Tuesday. Sorry. I'll be on the Tuesday. My bad. Hey, you guys know when Kicker does their show.
There you go. You're going to be in the next show for Kicker.
No. Not next week. The week after.
Okay.
2 Tuesdays from now.
Okay. Not 2 Tuesdays. Hey,
2 Tuesdays.
No Mondays.
2 Tuesdays from now, I'll be on Kicker Unmasked.
There you go. See Tuesday, you mean?
I don't know, man. Deuces, bro. We'll aim it at that. Hey,
bye,
listen,
guys.
If you're going to do fun tonight, make sure you Uber Lyft home. We want to see you back here on Monday. We got a Monday show. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys have a great weekend. Bye.